What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to do something a bit different than the normal car or BMX content. Today I'm going to kind of tell you guys about how I got started doing the YouTube stuff. People ask all the time, how do you do it? What do you do? How do I get popular? How do I make it work? I'm not really going to touch on those subjects. I'm going to touch more on how it changed my life. And it's not that I'm like rich off of YouTube or make a shit ton of money. It's basically just how it kind of turned my life around. So, we'll start 1 year ago. Well, more like a year and a month. But January 2016, I went through a breakup. I was with someone for a very long time, like almost 10 years. And we split up, and it was for the best. It wasn't like, you know, it was for the best. It sucked, but at that time I had met Raven. Raven and I had been talking. She still lived in Kentucky. I lived in LA. And I was partying a lot. I wasn't riding as much as I should have been. Actually, I was still riding quite a bit. We were filming for the OSS video on everything. My part in OSS video on everything. I'll put a link to that in the description if you guys haven't seen that. So we're filming for that, but I was partying a lot. And I had no motivation to do anything. It started interfering with my work, with my riding, with my just normal day-to-day life. Raven and me had decided that we were going to start dating. So Raven was going to move to LA, live with me. I was at an all-time low money-wise. I wasn't making any money. I had nothing. I had the S13 and my bike, and that was it. And the S13 was like a piece of shit at the time. Like, it was nowhere near what it was when I raffled it off. But you know, she got there and I was like sleeping on my little brother's couch because me and my ex had split and she took everything. My dogs, not Carlos, but I used to have 2 little dogs. She took my dogs, all my furniture, the house, everything. I had nothing. Like, it was terrible. So I had to figure out what I was going to do. And I was living in LA. I wasn't making any money. BMX riders don't make any money. So anybody out there that thinks that BMX riders are rich and make much money that are pros, that's false. Unless they have a really good YouTube channel, then they're doing okay. But I had no money. I had to figure out what I was going to do. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go home, back to Portland for a couple months and regroup, you know, figure out what it is I'm going to do. So the day that I was leaving LA, my friend Marcus and Emerson drove down, and I told Raven that, hey, like, I got to do something while we're in Oregon to stay relevant. You know, there's not much going on up there. It's dead. There's not a very good BMX scene. There's no filmers. There's no photographers. I've got to do something to stay, you know, popular, to my, you know, keep my fans happy. People that followed me on Instagram at the time and Twitter and all that shit. So I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I talked to LZ a bunch. Me and LZ both ride for the same bike company, which is Stranger. And LZ told me that the worst, like, that you can't fail. You know, no matter how bad your videos might be when you start, you're never failing, you're learning. So I started my YouTube channel with an iPhone 6 Plus, just a 7, but, you know, started with an iPhone and iMovie. And I just talked about whatever, you know, I filmed our road trip back from LA to Portland, and my first video sucked. My second video sucked. Third video sucked. They still suck. And I'm still learning every day. But I was just worried. I was worried what people are going to say. I was worried that I wouldn't know how to edit. I was worried that I'd look stupid on camera. I'd say something stupid. And now I'm still doing all those same stupid things, but I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what people think. If you have fun making videos and it's something that you want to do, I can look back on this video right here talking to you guys 10 years from now and see exactly what I was doing in February of 2017. So I think that's kind of cool. You're documenting your life, and you can look back in the future. You can show your grandkids, your kids, your friends, new friends, old friends. You can talk about these cool times. So that's probably the most important and special thing about making these YouTube videos to me, is just having this piece of history that's going to be locked in forever. And unless the internet disappears, they're here and I'll be able to go back and watch them. So bottom line is, I don't party at all anymore. I hardly drink. I'm 25 years old and I'll go out and I'll have a drink once in a while. But when I lived in LA, I was at an all-time low. And now I'm so motivated with this car stuff, building my car, making videos, that I don't even have time to think about going out and partying. You know, and I have this wonderful girl that's always here for me, and she's more of a homebody and doesn't really like to go out. So we just hang out, and we hang out with our dog, and we watch TV, and I work on the computer, and I think of new content ideas for you guys. When I started my channel, it was originally just going to be like a BMX channel, because all my friends, LZ, Alfredo, well, I guess Alfredo started his right around when I did, but Hicks, Adam, everybody just started their channels as a BMX channel. And LZ had started doing some like car stuff, but not very much at the time on his channel as well. And so I thought, oh yeah, I can put a little bit of car stuff on there, you know, when I'm not riding or whatever. So that's what I did. If you go back 8 months or whatever when I started my channel, it was a lot of BMX stuff. And a lot of you might not know that what I actually do is I'm a professional BMX rider. And people ask me what I do for work. And the only things I do for work is I ride BMX and I do YouTube shit. And so over the last couple months, you haven't seen much BMX stuff because the weather in Oregon is garbage. I'm looking outside right now and it's shitty, it's cold, and I don't like riding in the cold. So it was just supposed to be a BMX channel and with a little bit of car stuff. And when I started uploading more and more car stuff, I noticed that it was doing like twice as good, maybe even better than twice as good. So I finished my car, I started driving more events. The channel kind of, I guess, took off. I'm not like a big channel or anything, but I've only been doing this for like 8 months, and I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. And so more and more car stuff. I started talking with brands. I started driving more, getting more seat time, progressing as a driver, as a creator, learning more about business. I can thank my boss Rich Hirsch a lot for teaching me really just how to be professional and talk with companies and be a businessman. In other news, I'm going to be in LA from March 10th to March 17th. I will be at the On Some Shit store opening. There's a new store. They're moving stores, and I'll be at the new store opening. I'm going to be doing some stuff with Hoonigan. I'll be doing a no jumper interview. I've already done a no jumper before with Antoine Dixon, but this will be my second no jumper interview, but it'll just be about my own personal stuff instead of me filling in for drunk ass Antoine. Me and Raven will be on there. Then we're gonna head over to Hoonigan, meet up with Vinny and Hurt and everybody. We'll go over to Suspicious Garage where my engine is for the S14. You guys can see that. So it's gonna be a long, very intense week of content and fun, and Raven's friend from Kentucky is going to be there, so she'll get to see them. Thank you to all of you that have subscribed and watched my videos all the time and like them and have bought anything off my website. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And you know, I would still be doing this even if you guys weren't there, but it really helps and motivates me to put more effort, more time, and even, you know, money to create content for you guys. So thank you so much. If you don't subscribe, please do so. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this little talk. And comment below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.